Welcome, Aries. This is your monthly focus for December 2022. Let's just dive right in. We'll start with the astrology, the sun. As we enter December, the sun is already with us in Sagittarius, and that means that we want the adventure, we want the opportunities, we want to expand our horizons when it comes to our travel, where we want to go in mind, in reality, what we want to learn, where we want our knowledge to grow. Also, Mars will be retrograde for the entire month. Now, that's all about your communication, your negotiations. When Mars is in retrograde, we have a harder time moving forward with our voice, but also it gives us time to look at how we talk, what words we use, if we talk too much, if we talk too little, if we're answering those emails and texts on time, or if we are constantly doing that and it leaves nothing else in our lives. And it's a time to reform how you communicate, when you communicate, why you communicate, and also your thoughts. Okay, you might find that your thoughts are taking you more backwards than forwards. So there's things that you need to get clarity about, things that you need to bring in knowledge about from the past, and this is a good time to do it. Neptune will go stationary direct on the 4th. Now, what happens when Neptune goes retrograde is we actually go over some of the things that we were dreaming of and fantasizing of, and we realize in a retrograde that that's all it was. It was a fantasy. There was no reality. There was no basis. There was no structure. There was no strength. And it made us very hard to push towards goals, push towards dreams. Now that Neptune goes stationary direct, we will be able to walk into our dreams so much easier because the belief comes back. The magic comes back. On the 7th, Mercury will go into Capricorn. So it's, it really will have a lot to do with work and career this month for you. Absolutely. Mercury starts the party, but it just continues throughout the month for you. Mercury in Capricorn for you is about not just a job, but your career. Okay, and you may be talking about it. You may be talking about promotions or new ideas you have, what you want to step into, what you want your job to evolve to, where you want to make your mark. So you could be in interviews. You could be doing, interviews, absolutely. You could be out there and investigating what is out there for you. But definitely you are talking about it through emails, through texts, one-on-one conversations. It almost seems like it's being called to you to look at your career right now. And is it a career? What would make it a career? How can you expand on that career? On December 8th, we will have a full moon in Gemini. So a lot more about negotiations and how we deal with people, how we talk to people, our thoughts, how we expand our thoughts, minimize our thoughts. And really, with the full moon, we are closing some doors. So maybe as Mars is retrograde and kind of giving you almost the same kind of message, that you understand now where you want to change things up when it comes to how you communicate. Maybe you only want to do a half an hour of emails at 10 o'clock to 10:30 and then 3 o'clock to 3:30 every day, and not check your emails in between because it was taking up too much of your time. It's about you changing your routines or even your words themselves to bring in more success, happiness, peace of mind, better relationships. On December 10th, talking about relationships, Venus then moves into Capricorn. Now, Venus moving into Capricorn tells us to, if we're after a passion, if we're after a dream, a desire, maybe more abundance in our life, more love in our life, then we have to do it consistently. That is how we bring romance to life. That's how we bring our passions to life. On December 20th, Jupiter will enter your sign. So, wow. Need I say more? It's an opportunity for self-development. It's an opportunity for growth in all areas of your life. And then December the 21st, maybe late at night, it might be considered the 22nd, the sun will move into Capricorn. So it really becomes all about work and career for you. It comes about your commitments, your obligations, looking at your commitments and obligations, understanding which commitments and obligations you want to take forward with you, your responsibilities. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy for you to plan or to strategize your next step towards career development before stepping forward. It also will mark the winter solstice, so we know each and every day starts to get a little longer after after that day. December the 23rd will be the new moon in Capricorn, so this is the time when you really can make some firm decisions about what you want to do with work and career. It really is about work and career, and it's not going to be handed to you. Okay, it demands that you step up to the plate. It demands that you work harder. And chances are, if you get a promotion of any kind, it will also come with added responsibilities. It's about strategizing. It's about planning about it. It's about keeping up to your obligations and responsibilities that you do have in this life and taking a really good look at those things. We end the year December 29th with Mercury going stationary retrograde. So all I can say to you is get all your paperwork and in order so that you can coast through the new year and not have to worry about anything for the first couple of weeks at least. Okay, let's get to the cards. Okay, our shadow card for the month is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups says you are going forward. You are going forward and there's a lot of unknowns. But you're kind of excited about this. Of course, there's that unknowing, that little bit of fear and anxiety, but really it is anticipation of what is going to come into your life. Now, we know that we have to leave certain things in the past in order to go forward. We can't just keep everything. So there might be decisions made here, and there'll be emotional decisions about what you need to let go of in order to go forward into something new, or something wonderful, or an elevated path of some sort. And underneath it is the Ten of Pentacles. So that is the yes card. So success, success, success. Okay, if you want it, it's there. Will you have to roll up your sleeves and get to work? More than likely. Will it be challenging? Probably. Will it be rewarding? Absolutely. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want this card right here. I almost shuffled them on you. Page of Wands. It's about dreaming of new beginnings, new starts. It's also a time to pause and be grateful for where you are at in your life. Absolutely. But this card is more the expansion of your dreams, your desires, the potential that you have, tapping into your passions. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is, oh my goodness, Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles. This is definitely new journeys for you. Okay, this is definitely new adventures for you. We've got pages. Now, what is a page? A page isn't even a knight yet, but they're in training to become the knight, the queen, the king, the emperor, the empress. So we know as a page, we're young at heart. New experiences. This could be relationships. This could be job, career. This could be you're moving spaces. You're moving homes. But the Page of Pentacles talks about this great abundance that you can bring in and dreaming about it, just like a child would, right? Without hesitation of what you really want to bring in. And make it bigger than life. Absolutely. Pages, 2 pages side by side. Make it bigger than life. Oh my gosh. And then you have the Page of Swords. I kid you not. So 3 pages. So it's a very young energy. It's a very new energy. Are you going to make mistakes? Absolutely. Are there going to be things that you have no idea about? Absolutely. Are there learning experiences for you? Absolutely. Remember, first you must crawl, then you must walk, then you can run. So have a patience with yourself through this process. Okay, and yes, you will make mistakes. I heard the failure word was on my lips, and I didn't want to say it out loud, but they're telling me to say you're gonna see these things in your life, but that's only showing you the ways not to do it. Okay? It just gives you more clarity and more knowledge on how to do it. Maybe you tried to do it alone and you know you need the support of others. Maybe you tried to do something just by watching other people do it and you know now that you have to read up on it and study it a little bit. It could be all kinds of new things, nuances. I heard new things happening in your life. Now, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is really wonderful. Because the Page of Swords is about your clarity, your ego, it's about your perception. It's about being analytical a little bit about what you want to bring in. This is a highly spiritual card. So meditate. If you had to meditate or pray or contemplate or ponder on anything this month, it would be about your career going forward or your strategy. Now you're saying, oh, well, Tilly, I'm not really into careers anymore. And that could be, but what makes you you? Maybe it's stature in the community. Maybe it's being a strong person within the family sector or within your group of friends or family. Okay, so it's not necessarily your career, but it's what you are defined as or what defines you. Okay, for work and career, we have the Death card. So you're breaking out of your shell. Maybe you've been pulling back. Maybe you haven't been giving a lot. Maybe it's time for you to step up to the plate. Maybe the company did something that was a little dirty and underhanded, and so you lost your faith in the company and you decided to shield yourself. But shielding yourself is only hurting you. It's not exposing you and putting yourself out there. So where there is some kind of defiance or something, I'd be pulling that back a little bit if I could, if that's where I want to make my mark. Maybe it's going elsewhere and not staying cloaked in this environment anymore and really showing your talents and abilities to a whole new spectrum of people. Okay? This is about your inner child. This is about having a passion with what you do, what you love. And it's really you coming out of your shell. It's you showing to the world who you are and what you have to offer. And it's grand. It's really grand. And people go, because they weren't even expecting half of this from you. But once you start showcasing yourself, they can't look away, they can't unsee, and they want more of what you have to offer. So I see receiving hands, I see people stretching out to you for what you want in your life and what you are going after and helping you obtain it in some way. For love and relationships, we have the Page of Cups. So this is about bringing back the relationship back to romance, back to happiness. So like I said when I said Venus is going into Capricorn, it's that every day we give of ourselves just a little bit. Maybe there's compromises, maybe there's conversations that need to have happen. Maybe it's just showing them you love them or doing something that shows it or just saying it to them or spending quality time with them. Not you're in the same room and they're on their phone and you're on your phone and you sit there for an hour together. That doesn't count. It's about being together and it's making quality time for each other. And that grows so much. It could also be, with this card, it's the person of your dreams can come into your life. So if you're single and you're looking, December could be a very magical month for you when it comes to your romances, when it comes to new love entering your life. But with Venus and Capricorn, we're looking for somebody that is sound, that is they have confidence, they're self-sufficient but can rely on another. They meet the criteria for not somebody who is flighty or it's a one night stand or just doing it for kicks kind of stuff. That stuff won't sit well with you at all. It's the person that's really looking for and desiring a very solid relationship and willing to give to it as well that will attract you this month. For our spirituality, look at this. The Emperor comes out. So this tells me that you have great wisdom this month and great intuition this month. So start every single morning by cementing your intuition and your heart together, your intuition and your mind together, to cement them together to work as one. So you're not making decisions on overly emotionally, but you're not making them completely on logic either. And it's a blending of the two that gives you the perfect decisions to go forward, the perfect decisions to keep you in balance. Now, the Emperor is also the strategist. He is the planner. So, yes, this month is all about planning, about what you want to step into, where you want to go from here. What is the next step? And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in health and well-being. So the storm is past. So if you've been worried about your health or just worried about health in general, or you have been going through something recently, that could be as well. It's almost like the storm is past for you. It's time to breathe in life. It's time to breathe in fresh air. It's time to feel alive. It's time to, be that go-getter in life that you are by nature anyways. Okay, we'll get a Rose Oracle card for us. What do we have? The Child Within. And then that was what, our first card? Was the Inner Child? No, it wasn't. Where was it? Oh, it was for work and career. So keep work and career in mind while I read this to you. The Child Within, Inner Mother, Innocence, Gentleness, and Tenderness. We can be hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule, beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. The Rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves, to find a way to soften, to remember that no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we're innocent children of the stars and the earth. The flowers are here for us. They're safe. They're a soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It's reminding you to treat yourself like the innocent child that you are, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your own heart. We all have a child within us who at some point went into exile because they were hurt or because the world didn't feel safe. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within the place and place them in soft petals of the rose of our own heart. And so the soul inquiry is, how can you tenderly tend the child within? How do you pamper yourself? How do you take care of yourself? What you feel you deserve. And now look at your goals and what you're going after. Because this truly is a month of looking at the beginning of a brand new life. A promotion or a brand new career move. Something to really move you forward in the way that you want. It's a very beautiful month filled with the potential for great abundance going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.